Let me introduce our speaker. This is Daryll Fox. Daryl is a 56-year-old male and is excited to celebrate his 57th birthday on May 29th. Daryl has spent 39 years in prison and is currently in the residential program at Cedar Ridge. He was a Gold Glove boxer with a 19-1 record. He was on scholarship to play basketball and baseball at Dixie State when he was arrested at the age of 18. Daryl is a former gang leader and addict. He does have a 5-year-old son he is excited to get to know. He has a great support from his family, specifically his sister and niece. He was a top salesman for Karl Malone Toyota and Seiner Chevrolet. Daryl is excited to talk to you today and his experiences, and he hopes that he can give you something that you can take with you so that he can help you and you don't have to go through the same suffering he has been through. Everybody give it up for Daryl.
Wow, what an honor, what a privilege. Before I start, I would be less than a man if I didn't acknowledge my family and my team, people that helped me, that inspired me, encouraged me. I like to go by and introduce them. Okay, I've got Mr. Justin sitting over there at Trip. He likes to go by Trip. I got Dave, Chris, a good man Chris. I got Clifton. I got Matt. I don't know this gentleman's name. I've got Dylan. I've got CJ. I've got Mikey. I've got Tyson sitting back there. I got Tyler. I got Miss Leilani. I got Big Robert. I got my boy Bear, Jim, Lottie, Alicia, and then I also got Ashley. I got Miss Natalie. I don't know that gentleman's name. I got my knowledge lady. I got Miss Sherry back there. And you guys got to know my godfather, Mr. Doug. I got the lady that does it all for us, Miss Taylor. I got Devin. I got Logan, and I've got my good friend Eddie back there as well. I would like to let you guys know to just relax. It's not really that big of a deal, but it's an important situation that we're facing here, okay? Because we're talking about some real sensitive things at this time. And so I would like to start off first and just ask the people in the crowd, the youngsters, do you love yourself? If we get a show of hands for anybody that don't love themselves. Okay. And then I want to ask you this. Do you want to be here? Do you want to hear the message that we have for you today? Are you comfortable being able to sit here and take this understanding and be able to take it and absorb it and see what you can do with it? Can I get a show of hands of anybody that doesn't want to be here? Okay. And last but not least, but is there, I hear these things all the time where people come to me and tell me, oh man, you know, I want to go to prison because I feel like I'm gonna be somebody. I'm gonna be important. Like it's a big thing, you know, from your age and your age groups of people wanting to go to prison, of people want to be gangsters or whatever it is. Is there anybody in here, honestly, that wants to go to prison? Any of you? Okay. That's what I needed to see. Okay, that's good. Okay, so now we're locked in. Okay, I'm old. I can't do things like I used to, but I'm going to talk about routines, and I'm going to start up with the routine that I used to do a lot when I was boxing. And one of the things that I would do is I would prepare for every fight by doing a little ritual. I'm going to give you guys a little demonstration of that ritual. We'll go into it later, but I would ask Mr. What was his name? Tui. I'm tired. Okay. We're going to get right here in the middle. Whew, I'm tired. Okay. Go. Okay. I got to sit down for a minute. Okay, I would like to express this to you. You know, in life, if I would have had somebody come to me that I respect and talk to me, it would have saved me a lot of drama. Because, it's one thing for people to be able to talk to you, but it's another to listen. Sometimes it's best to listen, you know? And I'm sitting here today in the same position that you guys are at 56. I'm still having problems. I'm still suffering. Um, you know, it brings tears to my eyes to hear stuff about what's going on in these places and to hear the attitude that's being generated to the people that we should respect the most. You know? I mean, that's sad. And what you're looking at when you see me, I don't know how you take it for how you see people or what they don't know. They ain't been in that experience. They don't know what's happening. You know, who are they to tell me what to do? At your age, these are the thoughts I was having, and some of you are still having these same results. What's more important to you are the things that really don't matter. And I'm here to let you know that they can't matter. You know, I forgot to mention Miss Tyree, my girl. How you doing? So what happened was, I would just like to give you guys a little story about me. Okay, so what happened was, I was this little kid that nobody really liked because I had a snotty nose, I had a problem with my nose, it ran a lot. So I had a snotty nose, so, I was one of them lazy ones at the time too. I let that sucker hang on me, you know what I mean? So it'd be up in there. People walk by and look at me and be like, okay. So, I had to, figure out a way to get through that. But I had somebody come tell me one day, boy, you need to blow your nose. My mom used to tell me that all the time. So, so I started off like that. But I had two older brothers that was pretty tough. They wasn't really in the hood or the gangbangers or them, but they was pretty tough. They had a little reputation. So once I figured that out, I'd go around and say, you know who my brother is? And it would get me out of a lot of stuff, And so I rode their coattails for a little while. So one day my brother found out about it and said, oh yeah? He said, bring your little ass up in here. So when I come in there was a couple of my friends up in there, right? And he said, guess what we gonna do today? I said, what? He said, we gonna box. And he pulled out some boxing gloves. Boy, I was scared to death, I was that guy before I got in there, but as soon as I see them boxing gloves, I'm like, shit, I don't want to be hit. I don't want to fight nobody. What you talking about? But I didn't tell him that. You got to play the role like De La Soul, right? So they give me the boxing gloves, and because I was scared, and because I had that fear and that belief that I was not that person, I got slaughtered in them fights. And this happened for a while too. And one day I was at the PAL. It's called the Police Athletic League. And to make a long story short, there was an old trainer there named Chewy. And Chewy seen me hit the punching bag one day, because I wasn't scared to hit the punching bag or do all that stuff. I was just scared of actually fighting someone because, that bag can't hit back. So I developed a style, and, he seen that, I was pretty good at that. So I became a boxer after that. And then at that time, I got my confidence back. So everybody in my neighborhood, now they're scared. They don't want to fight me now. They don't want to deal with me now. And so what happened was, when I start boxing and I realized that I accomplished that, it gave me confidence. But the confidence it gave me was a negative confidence. Because the confidence I now have is I want to be tough. I want to be a bully. I want to be in a gang. I want to be the man because, I got all these gang members saying, damn, cuz, or you the man, dog. What's up? Let's get in with us and let's do this. And at that time, that was alluring to me, because these guys walk around. They had, all the people was afraid of them. They had all the girls. They had dressed nice. They were cool. They hung out, and I wanted to be a part of that. So, I still was boxing and stuff, and I still was winning. But at the same time, I'm getting courted into this gang, okay? Because this was something that I really wanted to do, So I go over to their house, and next thing you know, about 7 of them, 8 of them ambushed me, beat me down for a little while, and I woke up, and they told me, yeah, you're in the gang, man, all right. And I think about that day, and at that time, I felt so proud and so happy and so dignified in that. It was like something that made me feel good, And there would be people telling me, oh, man, you don't want to be in no gang. You don't want this. You don't want that. You don't want to be that guy. So I'd be like, man, oh, okay. Okay. But in my mind, this is what I want to be. So I got into the gang, and we start doing different things, And so I start to get bored in the gang because I wasn't calling the shots. So what I did was I challenged the leader of our gang, because what made me do that, let me rewind. What made me do that is we was all at the arcade one day. We was all about 13, 14. And some rival gang members from another hood on the east side, I lived on the west side, they came and stole our bikes, okay? And so at our gang meeting that night, we were all plotting ways that we were going to go in there and get these people, right? But the gang leader said, nah, there's another way we can do it. We can go steal their bikes. So everybody's like, yeah, except for me, I said, no, that's some weak shit. We need to go beat their ass and make it, go in their schools, go in their house, do whatever we got to do to let them know so they don't never, nobody else never does that again. And so he overruled me, so I challenged him to a fight. I slaughtered him in the fight. It's like I hit him, and as soon as I hit him, he covered up, And so I looked at everybody in the gang. I'm like, look at this, man. Are you serious? Look. This is who we were following. This is why we became in this gang, because we all worship and honor this person right here. Now look at him. Okay, so after all that said and done, I, was the leader of the gang, and I told a few people to do this. They did it, do this and do that. Well, something happened that I didn't think would happen. I started to look at the people that I was sending to do stuff as my little brothers and stuff. And a couple of times when I sent them into places to do stuff, they got either beat up, jumped, or some kind of something to lower their self-esteem. And when they came back to me, it's like, they'd look at me, but they, I'd be proud of them, but I would see that these people were hurting. I could see it in their eyes. I could see that they really didn't have it in them to do that. But they did it because they wanted to impress me and the boys. And so a couple of times after that happened, I made a decision that, I'm not going to say I don't want to be in a gang, but I don't want to be a part of a gang right now. I just want to focus on my boxing. So I kind of stepped down, and at the time, didn't nobody really have a problem with it because couldn't nobody whoop me in my gang, and they respected me enough to do that. Okay, so now, I wasn't really getting caught for stuff, but I would burglarize houses. I would do all kind of stuff. I would steal from my mom, and one day, my mom and dad are good people. My dad had an extramarital affair, so he had other kids besides with my mom. And all our family came from Mississippi. And so I was just this big when we came, so people ask me where you're from. I'm really from Mississippi, but I've been here all my life, so I tell everybody I'm from Utah. And I'm proud to be from Utah. And so what happened was, you know, I used to sneak in my mom's closet and get alcohol out and drink it. You know, I started drinking and stuff. And then I realized, wow, then my homeboys would come over and we'd smoke weed. I was like, wow, this is a good feeling. This is how I want to feel all the time, because you get caught up in that. You know, once you feel good, you feel good. So you're like, shit, I want to feel like this as much as I possibly can. And what that does is it leads to other things. It messes you up. It brings you down. Okay, I want to fast forward it to right now, to the day. I'm going to go back to that, but I want to fast forward to right now. The person that you see, the person that did that little demonstration, the person that people, you know, I used to do, when I first got there's this guy named Brett. He just came in. One of the things that I wanted to do more than anything was I wanted to hit a punching bag we got hanging in the backyard over here, right? I wanted to hit that bag because I wanted to hit that bag because I wanted to give myself some type of exercise. I wanted to give myself some type of way to escape where I was at, right? And so the day he bought me the gloves, I went out there, you know, and I hit the bag for a little while. And when I came in, I had a bunch of people telling me, damn, dog, you look good out there, man. You can fight, man. You're good. Wow, you're this, you're that. But that didn't have a good impact on me because I don't want to be looked at like that. I want to be looked at as an equal to these people. I want to be looked at as a person of intelligence, of a person that's making the right decisions. Before, that stuff would have made me happy. But now I see that all the things that I've done in this lifetime has resulted in me being a failure at this point. No, for real, for real. This is for real, for real. This is for all of you. I don't know if you're in a gang. I don't know what you got going on, but I hear stuff, you know, some good, some bad, you know? But the problem is where I see right now, I'm going to challenge everyone that's in here. I hope that we can get an understanding and we can look at each other and say, I'm here for you. I don't know what the heck you was doing yesterday. I didn't know you yesterday. I didn't know you an hour ago, but I know you now. And each and every one of you young boys in here, I'm telling you, my name is Daryll Fox, and I'm here for you. And I believe in you. Okay? And I will fight my last breath to help you. And I promise you that. And there's a lot that I can help you with. But I'll tell you something. And I'll tell you straight up. I'm not going to help you if you can't do a couple of things to help yourself. You know? And the most important thing that you can do for me is respect your elders and the people that's here, like Heather, Jim, and these people, it's Tyree, and these people, because I've watched these people cry because of you. I've watched these people take time out from their house to spend their money, come to work and be there all day because they care about you, too. They care. They love you. They're here for you. You guys are here for a reason. None of you guys want to go to prison when we started this. So if you guys are so caught up in yourself to where you can't every day start off by showing the people around you, like this man Steve, and these people that love you, that you guys walk up to them and show them that you got to say, how you doing, sir? How are you? Because just like me, I'm a needy person too. We all have needs, and guess who gives us our needs and takes care of us? They do. And how do we repay them? Oh man, I ain't got to do that chore. I mean, who the hell fuck they talk? Oh man, I just got to do this, do that. But what we're doing is we're doing something that doesn't make sense, but we're hurting somebody. Do you know how much it hurts when someone is going out of their way to help you and you respond by giving them some negative, ignorant, like, behavior? They may not grab you by the neck and throw you down and beat you like when I grew up they would do. But you're hurting them. You guys know it. Sometimes it's okay for you to hurt them because you're mad. Something may not have went your way yesterday. Something may not be going your way today. But I promise you, when you hurt them, it ain't gonna go your way tomorrow either. Okay? And you're making yourself look bad. And you're gonna end up in a worse situation that you're in. So, one of the things I used to do, I came in today and I seen a couple of these boys lifting weights, man. Boy, you guys are some strong dudes, man. They had two plates on there, and the dude was lifting it, and he's like, that's nothing. And he put it up. I was like, wow, that impressed me. You know what I used to do? What I taught myself, I don't do it no more, but I should, is I would say, no matter what I do in my workout, no matter how good or bad or ugly it is, I'm going to do 100 push-ups every day. Okay? So, I do 5. An hour later, I do 5 more. Before I go to bed, as long as I got 100 push-ups in, I've done my 100 push-ups. Or I can do them all at one time. But what I found out with me doing my push-ups was, if I force myself to do them all at one time, there are going to be days that I don't want to do that. That's like life. There's going to be days that you don't want to be, oh, this nice guy, or this cool person, or this or that. But you have made a promise to yourself that when you get a certain age in life, you're going to be able to do things on your own without people telling you what to do. I'm 57 years old, and people are still telling me what to do. That's sad, man. That's a sad situation, buddy. You know, going through all this suffering, all this time, 39 years, can you imagine? And I'm sitting here today thinking about, damn, that was, and people say, oh, that was nothing. I remember every day of it, and I cry. It was hard, man. It was, I'm so lucky to be here and to be able to talk to you about it, especially now. The prison now, whoo, shit. You don't want to go up out there. You walk through one door, you walk through another, and then as soon as you get through the door, you got to go, hey, homie, where you from? Where you from? What's up? What's up? What's good with you? So, you don't know what to do. You don't know how to deal with it. I care what gang you're in. Because the gangs out there now, the Crips and the Bloods, and a couple other gangs are together. The white boys, Saw, Sack, the Serenos, and certain other people, they're together. And then you got a couple of people that's just standing in the way, but they still want to be in the mix of everything, you know. And them are the people that, have a rough time, but they're all having a rough time because they're doing stuff they don't want to do. They can't control themselves. They're miserable. They're dropping out. I mean, I know I got some gang people in here, but let me tell you the truth. I was a prison gang boss. Okay, I worked my way up to that level. Okay, I threw it down. I was a street gang boss. I threw it down. And I worked hard to get them stripes. And I found out that was the dumbest thing that I've ever done in my life. Because why wouldn't you want to be who you are? Why wouldn't you want to make your own legacy? Why wouldn't you want to be important and let the people that love you in your life be the people that you look up to, be the people that you honor? Do you know how good it feels to make somebody proud and happy? Or do something and someone says, oh man, that makes you feel good. We got a guy sitting back here at Jim. I'm pretty sure some of you know him. I call him Big Boot. Well, Mr. Big Boot is the coolest motherfucker in the world. Excuse my language. Right? But I'll tell you something. You ain't gonna get him to do something that you ain't, if he catch you something you ain't supposed to do, he gonna put that big boot in your ass in one way or another, and that goes for man, woman, and child. So, but on the other side, he'll do anything he can to help you. And to hear him say to you that he thinks you did a good job or that you're doing good, well, you did something really good. And when he says that to people, Just ask them. They're right over there. They're right in here. How they feel of him giving you a compliment coming from him. He cares about us. Heather, she goes out of her way every day to do all kind of stuff for everybody. Oh my goodness gracious. This woman says she had a class the other day and she says, well, I think I've only said no about 10 times since I've been here. I think I got 11 of them. But my point is that this lady comes into work and stays there all day. Natalie, all these guys, they open this program. They're not making a dime, but they're spending day after day after day after day. And you mean to tell me we're all watching that, but when they come, we're going to find a way not to appreciate them or disrespect them? That's the thanks we're going to give them? Like the group homes that you're in. Tyree was talking to me yesterday. You know, Tyree's the nicest lady, and me and her got into an argument because my dumb ass, okay, you know, I didn't get a banana, and I'm a monkey, okay? Or whatever, however you want to slice it, but it's pretty much cut and dry on that. Something didn't go my way, so I got in her way, and it made her cry because she is passionate about us and her job. And just 24 years old, she is very engaged and passionate about what she does for us. So I'm going to go back to the part where I said there was things that I wanted you to do. Respect your family. How could you not? Call your mom and dad today. Call them. Call them. Because there was one thing that I learned when I was just a little boy, and I need to start learning it again. And you know what that was? When I went in the Head Start, you know what they told me? Was today, right here, is the first day of the rest of your life. Think about that. Think about it. We're not talking about yesterday. Who cares what you've done? Who cares what type of trouble you had? Who cares the holes and the problems you had yesterday? You don't have to have them no more. When you walk out that door, you can have your chin up and you can treat people with respect and you can treat people the way you want to be treated and you can start doing things that's going to help yourself be better as a person. Okay? And you do that for 1 week, I mean do it. Don't just half-ass do it. Don't get caught up in the rapture of your old self. None of that. Do it. The things that you used to ask for you didn't get, you won't have to ask for them things no more because they'll give them to you anyway. Because that's their way of telling you they love you. That's what they want to do for real. For real. Okay. So, I had a chance to go play basketball for, because you know I used to be light. I'm 303 pounds now. That's why I'm sweating like a mad Russian. But I used to stand up under the goal, and I could take one step, boom, and throw it down like that. But I had a problem. I had to jump off 2 feet. I couldn't do it like some people can jump off one. I always had to jump off 2 feet. I don't know. It was weird. But my game became good. I became really good at that, at playing basketball. And so Dixie, CEU, College of Eastern Utah, and another college sent me letters to come to their campus for 3 days to see if I would, you know, how I liked it and which one I wanted to go to. Well, strange thing happened when I'm in Dixie. I get a call one day, 18 years old, well, just turned 18. And my mom says, it was my second day on the campus. And my mom says, son, come home. I said, what's wrong, Mom? She says, I need you to come home. I says, Mom, I can't. You know, I'm finna make a dream for myself, Mom. I'm in college. All these people, all these girls are looking at me. All this stuff's going on for me. Oh, man, this is the perfect place to be. And she said, hang this phone up and get your black ass home. Okay? So I do, because, I got to do it. I heard people, they cuss at their parents. I mean, really, come on, man. There's people that cuss, man, fuck you, or bitch, or whatever. That's how disrespectful this generation has gotten. Really? No, seriously, come on, man. These are your parents, man. These are people that dealt with you, that raised you. I call taught up. They taught you up from here to here, and now that's your way of repaying them by saying some expletive like that to them? Say it to me. Say it to me, please. I'd rather you did that than you do it to them. Because now, guess what? When you guys didn't raise your hand, and when you guys didn't answer them questions and all, you know what you became to me? My responsibility. And they're going to hold me to it. Him, her, and the rest of them back there. So when you mess up next time, guess what they're going to say? Okay, we're going to get Darryl. We're going to let him know. We're going to let him know. And I'm going to know. And sometimes I'll come, sometimes I won't. But you're going to be doing this. Okay, so I get home. When I get home, the cops had already went through the house and got all the stuff out of there because I was the coldest, backward hustler there ever was in America. I would get people to tell me when their family were going on vacation, and I had bought about 4 or 5, $200 or $300 cars with no license plates on it, like my therapist Ashley, and ran up and start doing burglaries. So when we got the stuff, I would fence it off and get the boys a little of the money. Well, somebody got jealous and told on me, because somebody gonna tell on you. You think that motherfucker you sitting next to, sorry for cussing, but you think that person you're sitting next to is your best friend and he would never hurt you? At some point, they're gonna tell on you. Somebody gonna tell on you. That's what this world happens to this world. And it'd be somebody you're not expecting. So I ended up getting a bunch of charges and stuff, and now I'm not going to college no more. Guess where I'm going? I'm going to prison now. Because back then they didn't play. They don't play now either. So what I'm saying is that, I had a bunch of aspirations as a child. I had a bunch of aspirations. I hope that you guys are really hearing me say this to you and really taking heed to what I'm saying, because this is real. Because if you don't, one day you're going to wish you did. And I promise you that. Huh? Out. Okay, 10 minutes left. Okay, so this is what I want to say. Okay, I want to say this with 10 minutes left. Wow, that time went fast. I love you guys. I love you. Please, for me, from the bottom of my heart. I stayed up. I've been waiting for this conversation. Please, treat the people around you with respect. Love and honor them. Give yourself a chance and love yourself, and be straight up. Just the other day, I'm still having mindfulness problems myself, because just the other day I felt that, I was going to walk around and have an attitude with some people in the house. But today they showed me that all the preparation and all that, because it takes, to be mad at somebody, that takes a lot of energy, right? So there's a lady sitting back there, Miss Sarah. Me and her used to be close. We used to talk to each other every day. Here she is waving her hand. And so we haven't been talking to each other. We don't look at each other. We find ways to be mad at each other. Well, today when she found out I was coming to teach this class, she smiled so brightly, and everything that I thought of just went out the window that quick. So that's just letting you know that you can try to force yourself to be mad or force yourself to be a certain way towards a situation, and just like that, it can change. So the only thing that can't change is when you're doing right's going to continue to happen for you. Okay? And so I ask that if there was something that I said or something that you need to know, please ask a question. I want to answer your question. And I want to do whatever I can to help you. I could talk here all day. I could talk to you guys all day if they let me. But please, I'm begging you, please. Please. each and every one of you, please, man, just take the time to try. Not try, just take the time to be a better person. For you, man. For you. Do it for you. You don't do it. Just do it for you. Don't have to go through all the changes that I've went through in life and that other people are going through in life in order for you to feel like, okay, I get it now. Well, now you've missed things. You don't have to miss anything. You can start right now today. Today could be the first day of the rest of your life, and you can do things that's important. And so with that, oh Lord, I'm nervous about this because I don't know the looks I'm getting, but I can tell that they're, that people are listening. But we're all concerned about you. Why do you think Steve and all these people set this up for me to come in here to talk to you? Just because I'm black? Really? Well, in my day, that's what I used all the time. Oh, I'm black, so you ain't going to do this to me. I'm black. Oh, that's because I'm black. It was an easy way for me to get what I wanted to get out of stuff or whatever, turn the card on them, But, yeah. I said all that to say this. Happy birthday. Merry Christmas. And it's up to you. It's really up to you. We're all here to help you. Please let us. So if anybody has any questions, that's pretty much it for me. I just want to tell my team over there, they all support you. Everybody over there supports you. And now, let's roll, baby boy. You look good today. You looking nice. Got your buff stuff going on. Okay. That's how y'all want to look, right? Yeah, I know, but that's how y'all want to look, right? Look at that. That's an all-American boy right there. Yes, indeed. Yeah, let's roll. Let's go. I won't use it again. Please. Okay, I won't.
Just I'll hold it. Okay. During the time that you were in prison, what was going through your mind, and were you thinking of your family, or were you just kind of in the moment and just didn't care of what was happening? And if so, what got you out of that mindset?
Okay, good question. Well, what I just to answer it real fast, what I used to think about was, I got to keep my mind where my ass is at, So I've got to make sure that the people around me are okay, are cool. So I'll deal with my family the best way I can. But my main thing is, I got to make sure these people are all right at first. And then once I start doing that, I start seeing that, that's not what I was supposed to do, and I wasn't getting the retribution, I was getting, stuff happening to me, people talking behind my back, people, doing stuff without me being a part of it. But when I'm a part of something, everybody want to be about it. And I saw the inconsistency of what was going on. So then that's when I, fell back.
All right. What was your motivation? What's your motivation now for staying off of drugs and stuff and out of the gangs?
That's a good question, sir. And when I say this, I don't call you guys boys. I hear them calling you guys boys all the time. You guys are no longer boys after you leave out of here. You're young men, okay? Each and every one of you are young men. My motivation, I used to ask God all the time, how come I can't have a baby? All my friends got kids, and I'd lie and tell people that these were my natural kids, because it made me feel good. I wanted to have kids so bad that if I got with a girl and she had kids, I'd tell everybody they was mine. And I would convince myself that was the case. But deep in my heart, I knew it wasn't. So I just kept asking God all the time, like, Lord, please, why don't I have a kid? Why? Can you help me with that? So I go down to the bank, and I get tested. The doctor says, yeah, you can have kids. I just don't understand what's going on. So, I, for years, I fought it. And then one day, I met a girl and I told her that if she had a baby with me, I would buy her a Mercedes. It wouldn't be no brand new one. Who could afford that? But I'll get you a good Mercedes, right? Oh man, she was about it. She was, let's go. Yeah, doing Pilates and wet hottie toddies and all that stuff. So, one day she said, oh, guess what? She got the test and she said, I'm pregnant. And how I knew she wasn't lying is she looked at me and said, dude, you knocked me up. It was the cutest little thing she could say. So I was like, okay, and the baby come out, looking just like me, big nose and all. And I told myself, that's going to be my inspiration. But I was so entrenched in the fact that I was in that stuff. I was dabbling in and out. I was doing this still. And I led to a point to where I got here. And so now that I've learned some new skills, because I've never been to recovery before, now I've learned some new skills from Cedar Ridge, and I've learned some skills that I've just practiced recently, and I've learned some skills that I talked to Steve and asked him, could I come in here? And that's my motivation and inspiration. But I'm not out of the woods yet. But I'm finna be.
Did she get her Mercedes?
I through the 9 months, they were up and down, topsy-turvy. But I ended up giving her a Nissan Xterra. Yeah, it wasn't quite a Mercedes, but I went and found somebody used, went bargain hunting, you know what I mean? And found somebody in a car lot way back there in the back, you know what I'm saying? They had a sale in months. And said, hey man, what you want for that Nissan back there? And he gave me a deal I couldn't refuse, so I said, here you go. But she's still on me about the Mercedes though. Thank you guys. Thank you for everything. I wish we had more time.